Hello, welcome back. What episode?
Who knows? Who cares?
It's your boy Henny with,
And your girl mother body back
and
with
now
another recap.
we're doing another recap. Yes. See, this is why I said I wanted to write the episodes and stuff. I had forgot the episode
It
number.
doesn't matter. Pish
It
posh
doesn't.
chili wash. And
So
honestly,
this,
you could always ask me or look at our YouTube channel in the last, the most recent one, you know.
do you know
So,
the episode number?
I always look at the most recent episode that we posted.
And then you
And
go off of that. Not the.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just saw. So we're on episode, damn, 13.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know
Maybe.
what the don't know what the title is. Um, so basically, we're last episode, last episode, Rasby had came back to the house to discuss the problems that he might have with the other classmates.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of folks had shared their opinions. We'll do it. Okay, cool. Fast forward, they then went to Jonathan's birthday party at his shop. So now going to this episode, the episode started off with the
That was kind
house.
of dry.
Huh?
Now going to this episode.
Oh no, my bad. Because I was looking and I was just like, okay, hold
Mhm.
on, because I'm gonna read it. But yeah. So basically, starting off with this episode starts off with Darrell and Adonis conversing. What did you think about that whole scene? Because I thought it was cute and it was funny.
It was like cute, it was funny. They were just vibing, and then um Relly was like, yeah, okay, whatever, you can make my man some pants maybe. And then Adonis was like,
Okay,
maybe you
Adonis
won't.
was not doing that. Yeah, no, most
But
definitely.
it
I feel
wasn't
like
too much.
I no, most definitely. I feel like they had a certain. I don't know what had happened, and that's why I said I want to figure out what had happened because it's giving very much. It's not that Darrell is being like extra mean to him. You get what I'm saying? To where he just don't want to talk to him.
He's being dismissive. Like
That's
he's
what I'm
like,
saying. So it's the reason why I asked is because okay, you act like him to that, but when Prince come around, you do certain stuff. So some of them must have happened.
yeah, of course they had a conversation and Adonis
Mm-hmm.
said that they weren't cool anymore. Like he said that they used to be cool and then they weren't. That was a whole scene from another episode.
But was it something that Darrell did, or did something that Adonis had did? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Um, According to Adonis, like Rel's basically just kind of like ghosted him, and Adonis said, "What did he do?" And Rel said, "You should know," and that was it.
Okay, so basically Adonis was a munch and he didn't get with the program is what he was giving.
I don't know. I didn't know what to make of it. To me, I just felt like if Rels wasn't gonna give it any light or any energy, we were never really gonna know. So like whatever,
Mm-hmm.
guys, let it go.
Love that, and I love that.
If it
But
comes back up, it comes back up, and of course, people are gonna be wondering about it, so people are gonna dig.
most definitely they're gonna try to figure
Hmm.
out, girl. And when they find out, please DM me.
And
But
please let us know. Please drop it down in the comments if you know what the
please
real
let
tea is.
please.
Okay, so
Okay,
then in the
so
next scene, they're by the pool.
mm-hmm. And Rasby, Carry On Mo City, Aura, Prince had
Yeah, all these people back there talking about
yeah.
how they ain't getting to no bag. I raw jumping in the motherfucking pool.
Mm. But can we talk about how Mo City had apologized to Rasby about the whole situation, which is like it's respectful. I understand that, and I really enjoyed that he had did that, but it should have never had happened to begin with. Like I said in the last episode, I was just like, "What was your real beef with the man, other than other people had a problem with him?"
Hmm. I
And I
thought it
never
was
understood that.
I understand why he was apologizing though, because he knew he was wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but it still was just kind of like, but you did what you did, unfortunately, and it's on camera.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you did what you did. You did look a little, flip floppy phony, and it is what it is. I mean, that's TV. You can try to be yourself as much as you want, but it might take you out of character. So,
No. Yeah. Most definitely.
unfortunately, that's how you were depicted. You did a little thing, fizzled, and then said you was cool with him come back in the house. And so then Raz B took it, he was going to take the apology, of course. And then he starts talking about getting to the bag, leading the conversation. And then he makes a joke to carry on saying, and then you're going to take us to your daddy's studio.
Okay, let me tell you something about how that even led on. Okay, so the boys they had recently, the last few episodes we had talked about, they had laid out a track. I don't know what the title of the song is called, but we have been seeing them in the music studio and stuff or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he felt like it was appropriate for him to even say that, even though like the whole situation between Carry On and his father had happened like a couple of years ago. It's just the simple fact that it was no like resolution to it at the end because they don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know if he rekindled his
Yeah,
relationship with dad and stuff. So the fact that you even said some like weak ass shit like that, talking about another person, dad and all that stuff, that
mm,
was uncalled for. And I'm glad that Prince had came out and said what he had said
yes.
about it. It was just like because the shit wasn't funny. It really wasn't because
It was not.
it was just like
But
okay,
I
you
think
go
it
out
would have
somewhere.
been so easy for us to laugh at it. You know what I mean? Like we kind of laugh at it here and there all the time, but I'm glad
Mhm.
that Prince shed light on the fact that like people really need to realize like this person has a, like sensitive situation going on with their parent and you bringing it up as a joke, it really is not a joke. Just because it's in the limelight doesn't mean that it's for play, you know?
Right. Hmm.
Hmm.
So we going off. So yeah, Kurt. He made that joke about Kurt Franklin.
Yeah, and then they're in the sprinter, and then
And
they're
so
getting ready to go to the gym.
right. So now we go fast forward. We going. So yes, they're going to the gym. The boys are going to a boxing match for one another. So apparently, the winner wins a special prize.
But we don't know that
Annou-
stuff yet.
oh yeah, we're not on that yet, but
Okay, yeah,
announced
so,
by
so so they're in the sprinter and they're going back and forth in the sprinter, talking about who's gonna fight who doesn't want to fight, who's gonna fight.
Mhm.
So, like in the sprinter, some people were saying that they weren't gonna fight. Like, of course, like Orlando, Razmi was like, "Oh, you guys want me to fight?" Like he just was so ready to fight. He didn't want to fight either.
Honestly, I feel like okay. Well, I will tell you something like this. I feel like with the whole situation of them getting anticipating how the night is going to be because they know they got had to fight one another. Um, I feel like it was certain people that was into it, and there was certain people be like, "Well, I don't
Yeah,
even want." You get what I'm saying? And you could tell
it's just not
who
their
wanted to
thing.
fight. You know what I'm saying? You could tell who wanted to fight or who wanted to see who wanted to fight or who don't want to be nothing deal with the shit. You get what I'm saying? You could tell
Yeah,
what I was through the episode. But my thing is, girl, don't call out somebody if you wasn't ready for the smoke that they was gonna bring because you thought they
who
was
called
weak.
out who?
Girl, let's talk about Miss Medea, aka Chef Boyardee, aka Chef D, had called out Prince and talked about he said he wanted to see him in the ring. Girl, when he had called Prince out on that ring from the bus ride, not bus ride, from the car
And
ride
Prince
all the
played
way
it
to
cool.
the gym. Girl, wasn't expecting that. I know he wasn't.
But we're gonna get to that when we talk about each round.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Prince did not see that coming.
No, most definitely.
I mean,
Prince,
not Prince. I'm sorry. Like in the
Chef,
sprinter, yes, Chef D didn't see
yes,
any of that coming. Even like the conversation that they were having, like Prince played it cool. That's what I was trying to say. Prince played it cool. My bad.
he most definitely
But
did.
I mean, there's nothing else major that happened in the sprinter anyway. They just had like a little convo about what they were gonna go be doing, which was going to the Floyd Mayweather gym in Dallas, Texas. So
Mm.
that's super cool. And they got to be in one of Floyd Mayweather's like training gyms. So it has all this really great equipment. And there's yeah, then there's oh, Jonathan says that he's not gonna fight anybody because none of these people are in his class.
Which I thought was so funny because it's just like from him saying that, I feel like it just showed how people felt against Jonathan. Like in my opinion, I feel like when he said that, it was giving very much, oh well, bitch, I'm glad I ain't gotta worry about the shit. So shit, now let me go ahead and go up in
Nobody
the ring. You get what
complained,
I'm saying?
okay?
But my thing is, I feel like the show, not even saying that everybody's scared of him, but I feel like if I didn't feel like that, I know that they were scared of Jonathan. I feel like the show would have been like a little more authentic. But besides the fact that him being executive producer, it's just like bitches is walking on eggshells, trying to like not trying to
I
go
think him being
ostensibly.
executive producer, he shouldn't be fighting anyway.
But my
He
thing
shouldn't
is,
be in the mix.
you got Natalie Nunn on Maddie's
But
East and
she
West and
should
all that
not be
shit.
in the mix.
She
That's what
shouldn't,
fucks
but
it
she's
up.
on there. You get what I'm saying? She's on there. So it's just like, okay, well, if you're gonna be on there, interact the same way how other bitches will
You
react in
can
the show that you got.
interact the way you want to, but there needs to be a line.
It
That is
should
like
be.
there should be a line for one. And for two, I think Jonathan did exactly what he should have done.
Yeah.
I think he would definitely beat all of them up because not only is he stronger,
Uh-huh.
he likes to fight for fun,
Yeah. Mm.
which says a lot about a person. If you ever try to fight somebody and the person says they love to fight and they're ready to just woo, 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 run away, okay? Um, but Jonathan is big as fuck. And like even as they were like fake training and stuff, like people can just think that he's just a street fighter. But like we know darn good and well you're about to be like really throwing it too. Because when he fights even in the street, it's not no, oh I'm just or no,
You heard
he's
what the
really
bitch
boom,
said?
boom, boom.
He
It's
said he put
power
his
in every hit.
motherfucking elbows.
So
He put his elbows in the shit, bitch. That's one bitch you don't fuck with. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like for a bit, and then on top of that, another it's two. Okay, so I don't know if you ever seen the clip with it. Do you know who Asian Dog is? Correct.
mhm.
So Jonathan and Asian Dogs are real close friends because they both from Dallas, Georgia.
Cute.
He did her hair. South by Southwest, it was one incident that Asian Doll had to drag this one girl, and I
Rico
only
Nasty?
remember, huh?
Rico Nasty?
No, that was a whole different situation, guy.
But that was
Mind
South by
you.
Southwest now.
It was South by Southwest, but I don't think it was Rico Nasty was the girl. I think it was just some. Anyways, but
Oh,
basically, Johnny got into it with one of the niggas, laid his ass the fuck out. And I was just
okay.
like, okay, well, that was the first one not to fuck with Jonathan. The second one was when how he put Rio on his ass and took them dreads and made a hat out of it. That was the second one. The third one was when he backspaced Raz B, and I mean, it's just like me personally, if I'm going to be on a show with a group of cast and the cast picture had dropped and they had tagged all the cast members on there, they have their Instagram on there, I'm going to do some investigating. Who I'm going to fuck with, who I'm not going to fuck with, who I'm going to get in a fight with, who I'm not going to get in a fight with. Bitch, who I'm going to test, who I'm not going to test. Bitch, you cannot tell me bitches wasn't on Instagram researching what the fuck Jonathan was on. You
Of
couldn't tell me
course.
that.
They already know. You don't have to research. We already know.
Mm-hmm. They
He has
already
now
knew.
made that his platform.
So
So he has now made that his platform. And but moving on with with like the fights and stuff, but I simply feel like first of all, I don't think Jonathan should be involved at all, period. I think if you're going to be an EP, you need to back away. And that was Natalie's problem from the very beginning. I don't care how big and bad she wanted to be. She was getting in the mix and she can't even fight like the girl she's bringing on the show. Stop
but
letting them fight you.
side
And and
note, let
and
me ask you
and,
something.
and she's a veteran. She's a veteran. You do not need to be
Most
fighting these
definitely.
young
Okay,
girls that
so
you're putting on.
let me ask you this. Outside of this show that we're talking about right now, do you feel like Natalie's going to be on Daddy's East?
I do think so, but I think she'll take more of a step back. I think she's going to be how she is on these other shows that she's the EP of, like Crazy in Love and this one and the Bobby. Like she'll be like she might pop up in the background, but she won't be on it. And I
Oh,
think with Betty East,
She got
I
parts of
think
Bobby.
on no, she didn't pop in Bobby's show. My bad. But on Baddies East, I think she'll definitely still be a part of the cast like she has been, but I think she will now take more of a step back like how she did on Baddies West. She was involved in Baddies West, but she definitely took more of a step back with Tommy. Now back to Bad
Mm-hmm.
Boys Club. I do think that Jonathan as an EP should continue to take that step back. And he definitely is stronger than the rest of the boys. I don't care who can box. I don't think he should be in there fighting
I'm
anybody
glad that you
because
said,
you are an EP. There needs to be division.
but I'm glad that you said stronger because, bitch, a lot of it's a couple big bitches up in there, but it takes one. It takes that one bitch to go toe to toe with that right bitch that's in the same weight class. You get what I'm saying? Because
If he was
Jonathan's
gonna
big, but he's
fight,
not the only one that's big there. You get what I'm saying? But
yeah.
you gotta have that stamina and all that extra shit. So I'm glad that you had said that.
And I think that if he was gonna fight somebody, it should have been Chef D. That would have been messy, it would have been funny, and it would have been cute because it's supposed to be friends.
Girl, shit, girl, no shade, shit. That would have
Anyways,
even been,
Bobby Light shows up.
girl. Yeah, go ahead. Cause wait,
Yeah, it wouldn't have been nothing extra. But Bobby Light shows up and he's like, "You guys are gonna do a boxing match." So
yes,
basically, he
and
just
with
announces what they're gonna be doing there.
yes, and with that, he had also announced that the winner was going to be wearing $5,000, which was really interesting because I feel like the whole show I didn't feel like see like it was a competition. Not saying that the show needed to be a competition. They had their little duke outs. They have situations they talk about all that stuff, but I didn't see the show like how um what makes y'all a bad boy. I feel like with that whole boxing thing, because I feel like they bad boys in their own way, but I feel like with that one boxing round, I feel like okay, so it's giving very much who's the baddest. You feel
And I
me?
feel like it's very unnecessary. I feel like the show can be
It
really,
was.
really
I
good
mean,
without it. And I think they're having it based on tradition. You know what I mean? Like we
yeah,
always do this thing where we make people fight, and because it's
hmm
boxing, then it's not fighting, you know? And I
yeah.
get it. I'm for it because we got to see some of the things we wanted to see. You know what I'm
But let me, but let
saying?
me ask you something. Do you feel like the episodes needed or not needed? Because honestly, I want to see who's going to be able to duke it out with who and see how it's going to go.
But boxing is a different story. Boxing is not the same as street fighting. It's not.
Yeah,
So it's
yes, and
definitely
I.
just not the same thing. So for me personally, I could have done without it. I've seen enough fights throughout the season. I could have done without it, but I understand why they do it. That's why I say it's based off tradition. Every season that there's like a group of guys or a group of girls, they put them in a boxing ring or, like to have a legitimate reason to basically be instigating a fight, technically. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So they're boxing, and I mean, honestly, we all love a good boxing match. I kind of didn't really want to be in it because I really like I didn't want to be into it because it really is like something I think it could have been done without. But honestly, 100% entertained, you know?
It was
Like
no, yeah,
they do
it
it
was
for a
definitely
reason.
entertaining.
Yeah, 100% entertained. So Bobby Lights was kind of like hosting it, but they did bring in like official coaches and stuff like that and like an official referee so that it was really by like boxing. And some people were experienced boxers like Prince and Mo City. Those
Hmm
and carry on can fight. He knew what he was doing. But definitely Prince and Mo City were like trained, like they trained fighting. They train
hmm
boxing. They box in their free time.
No, most
So
definitely.
the first people up was Chef Boyardee. I'ma say it because the referee said it. Chef Boyardee versus Prince because Chef Boyardee called him out on the sprinter. Let's not forget.
Let's not. Okay, let's get into that. My thing is okay. So this whole point, I'm not saying that this defines as Chef D as a character, but it gave very much not I don't want to say bully because one no nigga like letting him run over him. But the whole
Mhm.
I'm going back on the whole him and Carry On situation where he owed him money and he had chased Carry On throughout the whole park and shit. That's what I was on. Okay, so
Yeah.
me seeing that he just big for no fucking reason. Then on top of that, mind you, that fight with Ara and Big Lou, I don't know if
Yeah.
you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Apparently, Chef D had jumped in it. And here,
Yeah.
Harry, Aura. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, with that being said, just seeing how he navigated and just like how he got
And
handled by Prince.
actually, no, 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 no. I think it was Big Lou that jumped in. Oh, wait, are you talking
It
about
was
when they
Chef. It was
rematched?
Chef D. It was Chef D. No, I'm talking about when they was in the house and Aura.
By the
I
pool
mean,
table. I remember.
yeah. When Aura has slapped. I mean, when Big Blue had slapped Aura and they was duking it out. Chef
Uh-huh.
D had threw a little hit in on Aura.
Oh, wow. We missed
Right,
that.
girl. So with that being said, it's just like, ew, you like I don't know. I be trying to like Chef D, but it's just
Who
like you don't give me a reason to.
I just feel like for me, the fight was kind of like, okay, like, because all the things that we talk about and the reason why we don't like Chef D is definitely like
Mhm.
the same reasons you wouldn't like any bully on TV. And I think his idea coming into the house, not to get too much into it, but I think his idea coming into the house was to like, I'm gonna
Entertainment,
be me and I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? Like so then he has more of a presence, and like that's his, like he's basically just setting the stage up for himself. But with this fight, I don't think I just Prince
girl. It's giving
Prince
Julie.
won.
It's giving Julie from motherfucking Girls Club Mexico. It's giving
That's a good
Julie,
one.
and that's why I'm
That is a
saying
good one.
I can't wait until the reunion comes because I want to see who gonna go for who head first because it was a lot of extra shit that had us saying we're gonna get into that, but
Yeah, so
so
for Chef D versus Prince, Prince definitely won that. Okay.
yeah, I took his dub. So now
The
look,
next,
I put Chef D needed help.
oh, because that's what Orlando said. Orlando said Chef D needed some help.
Okay, so now Darrell versus Carry On.
Yup,
Ooh,
Relly B versus Carry On.
Darrell ate.
For real,
Darrell
ate it up,
ate.
left no crumbs. And it
Ain't
was
no
even funnier
crumbs.
that so what did he say? Bobby Lights was like, "Oh, this is a bit personal," because it was hard to break them up. And I agree, it was definitely personal, and it was proved that it was personal because when Relly
Hmm.
B left the ring, he said, "I don't even know what happened. I feel like I got beat up. So much just happened so fast. I don't remember. I don't know because he blacked out because it definitely got personal."
But the fact that he even said that, that just made it so much embarrassing because you being a gay man, no shade, you being a gay man, I'm just looking at different people's perspective. You being a gay man and you had beat up this
Gay man. I
sex.
mean, unidentified. Anyways, you beat up Carry On. Doesn't
Okay,
have to be
a
labeled.
man who's considered himself as heterosexual and then he's getting beat up by
Let's not do
you.
that either. Let's just not. He's not claiming to be
Girl, I
nothing.
mean, I'm only saying that because he never confirmed if he was gay, if he was
But
straight.
he also
Because that's
didn't
only.
deny it. He said, "I fuck with what I fuck with." He
But
didn't
that's what
deny
I'm saying.
it.
Unless it comes out his mouth, I don't want to. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, well then don't say he claims to be a heterosexual man because he doesn't. So he is doing what he want to do.
There
So
you go.
Rels ate him
Being
up.
a
Period.
being a grown ass man doing what he does best.
Her. But yeah, definitely ate him up and left no crumbs. And I thought that was I'm not surprised. I knew the drama was gonna come up, of
Yeah,
course.
most definitely.
Okay, so
I
go
will
ahead.
say it was kind of it. I feel like how they did it in a way where it's just like, okay, people, you could feel like them certain people have certain tension. They put Chef
Yeah,
B
for
with Prince.
sure.
They put with Adonis with Bo City. They put
Of
Raspy with
course.
Orlando. Oh, it's some shit that we've been wanting to see. I'm like, okay, well, y'all gonna put it in this one episode. Okay,
And
well,
that's exactly why they do it. It's a hit. It's a hit.
mhm. And I
So
love it.
then the next fight was Mo City versus Adonis, which makes absolute sense because Mo City snuck Adonis when Adonis first moved in.
Baby, I thought I was watching a whole motherfucking boxing match the way them two niggas
I did
was
not
fighting.
feel like that because Adonis
I
can
mean, compared to the
Adonis
first, but compared to the first two fights,
no, because the second fight they actually squared up. And I felt like that's more fair because Adonis does not box, he does not work out. He's not going to have enough power to put anything in no gloves. So
I,
him having a one-on-one fist fight was his best bet.
I
And
feel
that's
like
what they did, and that was the cutest one. The boxing ring was like a mess.
with that situation, I feel like because I had watched Gervonta Davis fights and all of them one night, so I feel like the way how I saw it, I really saw
Mhm.
it as like an actual boxing match. So how
Yeah, because they
Adonis
were
was slow
actually
as fuck.
beefing.
Yeah, Adonis was slow as fuck. I will say that. But Mo City, he was giving them his like. I compared it to a fight I saw with Gervonta Davis.
Oh,
Gervonta Davis, he was eating the hits. You get what I'm saying? He was eating hits.
okay.
He was dodging a couple more than Adonis was doing. But hey, you know he don't box.
Because yeah, because he
So
doesn't
I'm
box.
thinking
That's why I was kind of like that. That's why
that's
I
what I'm
can't
saying.
compare it to a real fight.
So when he did that right hook and caught Mo
And
City on here, I was like, oh, okay, so you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
he's
that's
just
how I
moving too
had saw it.
slow.
You get what I'm saying? You
Okay.
slow, but your hits hurt when you
Mm-hmm.
hit. But like that's
That
how
makes
I saw
sense.
it. So that's how I saw it. It was cute. They
Mo City
brought up
definitely
the
won.
yeah, they brought up the situation again about the beef at the house. Bo City apologized again. Real nigga.
He did. He
They dapped
did.
it out. Dapped it out. On to the next.
Yeah, for sure. And I do agree that that was cute that he did that because it was kind of like they were about to start arguing, but then Mo City was like, "Look, bro, we did this, we did that, we score up, whatever, we good, let's squash it." And they dapped it up. I thought that was very respectful of both of them.
Yeah, yeah.
So shout out to both of them. And Mo City did win the fight based on boxing rules. So then we
Mm-hmm.
had Orlando Brown versus Raz B. So that's so Raven and bump bump bump.
Girl, because but let's talk about the face off because that whole face off was just pure comedy. Because like, why would y'all even say like right
It
then
was
and
a
there?
joke from the beginning.
I knew they was gonna take it serious right then and there. I was just like, oh, okay. So they get in the ring. Boom. They bitch look like them fucking wrestlers off the motherfucking PlayStation game, bitch. Not one hit
You know what I
connected.
thought about the game that comes in blue and red and you just keep hitting it until the other person's head pops up?
Yes, very much
That's what
that.
I was thinking about.
Very much that. And like it was just a whole situation. It was just like y'all niggas came in this bitch, y'all was gonna take this shit serious.
They already knew they wasn't gonna take they don't I mean, we could all say respectfully, this is not them. Like first of all,
Just
it's out of their era, for real. They were
that's what I'm saying.
teenagers when we were young. You know, like
But
this
my
is
thing
out of their element.
but my thing is if anybody thought that they was gonna take this shit serious, even me just knowing them, I mean like knowing of them growing up compared
Hmm.
towards the show that I've seen first few episodes, I already knew they was gonna take that shit serious.
I already knew they
It was
wasn't even
gonna
trying to fight,
happen.
but they did it for the show. Appreciate it.
So apparently it was a draw.
I mean, I just
Okay.
put question marks.
I put a quick okay. So
So then the
and
last fight was Relly B versus
mhm.
Prince. Because Bobby Lights did start talking about the money, and I guess they were doing ranking like three, two, and then one or something like that. Wait,
Yes,
hold on,
yes, yes.
pause. Um,
Can
so
we
yeah,
start with
then the next fight was Relly B versus Prince, and that is how the episode ends. So we're gonna talk about this fight a little bit and talk about what's gonna happen next.
girl, no shade, love Darrell. Eat was Prince. I mean, eat Prince. Prince was eating Darrell. I'm not going to cap, but
Yeah.
Darrell, but he gave very much. Darrell was holding on his own. See, that was a fight that they needed to start off with.
No,
Honestly,
I'm glad they ended it and ended with it because it was heated. It was like, okay, Prince knows how to fight. Also, they're cool, they're friends. They both felt like they shouldn't have been fighting, but you mentioned maybe they're doing like a ranking thing, like like the bottom two. And so whatever, they're going at it. And Prince is of course doing his boxing thing. Darrell doesn't box, but he knows how to fight really well and he's fit. It's obvious. He's athletic. So they end up really going at it and really going at it and really going at it. And then they're kind of attached to each other. Like they end up hugging
yeah,
each
I feel
other.
like Darrell was trying to hold his motherfucking hand. I ain't gonna cap to you, but it's just like
Well,
when you fight, I feel like when you fight on the street and then you have to go into a professional setting and you have to fight, bitch, them sisters
it's
ain't gonna kick
different.
in. You get what I'm saying? It's not I'm a professional bitch. I'm trying to beat you the fuck up. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like with him grabbing him and all that stuff, it's just like I feel like he forgetting where he at for a moment, but then he's like, oh shit, bitch, we on TV, we at the boxing ring. Let me.
Yeah, it definitely got heated for sure. And then that's how
Mhm.
they leave off the episode, having us thinking, dang, what's gonna happen next? You know? So on the next episode, of course, it's gonna recap this little fight, and that's what's gonna come next. But what else is gonna happen on the next episode? Because uh, they're still talking about getting to a bag.
Now, what else happens in the next episode? Okay, they do a club appearance. I do remember that.
Yes, they do.
Um, okay, so at the end, after the whole boxing match, they had discussed about a club appearance, how they gonna make money. You know, it was either before or after they went to the gym. They was discussing about a club appearance. Okay, so boom,
Hmm.
they was trying to figure out how they was gonna make extra money and all that stuff.
Hmm.
So fast forward to the next episode, Krishan
Oh, yes, they're gonna
Rock,
perform. They're gonna perform their
yay!
song. They're gonna perform their
Krishan
song, and Krishan is gonna make an appearance and shut the fucking club down.
shut it down. And it was and I think we're going to have a preview of the song that they have recorded. In my honest opinion, I feel like it was a given how it was given in the studio
Last
versus
season too.
stage.
Last season
No
song was
shit.
better than this one.
That season two, they had, but see, they didn't perform it. They did a
They
music
didn't have
video.
to.
They did. Hmm. They didn't perform their song. They had did a music video, so I could kind of understand they performed with a whole bunch of people. They had recorded the shit. I could understand that, but my thing is, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Who idea was it to go on that motherfucking stage and perform that song when everybody wasn't fucking ready? That's what I want to know.
Well, I
But yeah,
can't wait to watch the next episode, and hopefully you guys are all with us for the next recap. And we'll
yeah,
probably post a cute little short or something for the like a short video, and then like a reaction to the Crazy in Love season 2 preview because that came out as well. So we'll see
Can-
you
can
guys on the next episodes or something else you
I'm
want to
sorry
say.
before we go. Make sure if y'all haven't already, make sure you guys make sure y'all download and subscribe to Zeus Network as well as Now That's TV's television. The shows that we're going through, we're talking about reality television later on in the year. We're going on to next year. We're thinking about doing other stuff that we wanted to react to. Is that just reality television? We want to expand. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
just like post what you feel like you want us to react to. Feel like we your homegirls,
anything.
what y'all want to talk about. You get what I'm saying? So just
Yeah,
girl, drop it in the comments, girl.
in the comments. Okay, become a part of the
Yeah.
gang. Become NTR. Now that's a recap. You
Ha.
need to get NTR, girl. Okay. Well, make sure you guys like, comment, and freaking subscribe. Even if you're coming for a little bit, come on, like subscribe, bruh. Like, comment, subscribe.
Girl. And with that being said, now that's a recap.